Easy. Welcome back to the channel. So today was ride 14 and I rode by myself in the arena and I warmed him up in the ground pen with free lunging, which I like to do, and I did the groundwork. What I discovered was a little bit of a hole in our training preparation is that when I click and I say trot, he needs to go. So I got off because he wasn't going. He was being pretty obstinate, unclear training opportunity. So I said, okay, well, let me go back to the ground and then explain to him what it is that I want him to do. So back to the ground, went back to the having him circle around me on the lead rope, and taught him or reinforced to him that when I say trot, you go. And I did that on the ground a few times, and then I got back on him. He tried the stubborn thing again, like, I don't know, I'm not going to, make me. And then I gave, because I needed to give him a very hard leg and crop assist to get him to understand that when I say go, you go. So it was much louder correction than I prefer to do, but he's learning, so I have to be louder. And then eventually we'll get softer and quieter in our aids. So I got him to trot and come back to walk and then go back to trot. And then the argument was about, I want to go by the gate so I can stop. So then we had to, go in the circle, both directions. And in the end, I got him to go from a nice walk. It was a little slow, but hey, I'll take it. Go from a walk to a trot with a fairly strong aid, but he went. And then I could leave him alone, and then we trotted and he settled and he was quite nice in the trot, and then we went back to walk. So we did that like twice on each side, and then I stopped. And then when I got off, I also did the groundwork to reinforce that when I click or say trot, you go. So I missed that piece when I was doing my groundwork. I was teaching him to yield and teaching him to bend and give to the rein pressure from the ground, but I didn't teach him enough go. So that was my fault. So we started that today. I'll do more of that in my groundwork the next couple of days because he won't have any more riding for a couple of days, and then I'll ride him again. And my next lesson is on Thursday. So he's pretty quick, especially when he gets rewarded, when he does something right, that I'm pretty sure that he'll be better the next 2 rides. But again, when you're starting a young horse, these are all the learning opportunities that present themselves, and this is a different way of starting a baby than I've done before, for the specific purpose of dressage, and he has to go, he has to be quick off my leg right from the beginning. So this is a learning curve for me as well as him. So anyway, very happy overall. He tried all of his antics and protesting, but I think because I was negotiating with him prior to even getting on him, that was my fault. So these are learning opportunities that both of us have had to figure out, and I think now that we've gotten to an understanding as to what certain things mean and that they have meaning, I think the next few rides are going to be good. So it's all part of the process. No, walk. No. Thank you. Come on, walk. No. Walk. That's it. Yes. You gotta follow my directions. Go this way. Good. Go this way. Yeah. So today was ride 18, I think, for the baby. I think we've lost count. So, Cielo, you're licking my hair. So today we did something a little different. So yesterday I rode, we didn't have anybody helping me, and I was riding by myself. And he was a bit reluctant to go forward again. Good. So he's still not quite getting the concept of going forward. So I wanted to add something that I've done with my other horses, which is ponying, which is why Cielo's here helping. So since he's been gelded, it's been almost 2 months, a month and a half. It's been in that 6 to 8 week range where the hormones should have come down. And I had him out in turnout with Cielo this morning, and he was being polite and he wasn't trying to be studdish. So I figured since he was behaving, we would try to pony. So I've been trying to get to this point for quite a while, but I didn't feel it was safe earlier. He knows how to lead with another horse. He's done that when he was younger, but since he started getting bigger and more studdish, I haven't led him with another horse. So I led him in with Cielo, and he led behind Cielo, which is what he's done previously. So he was behaving, and he was doing what he would be expected to do if he was ponied. So I went ahead and I tacked them both up, and you're going to see some video here while I'm talking of the first time ponying the baby horse off of Cielo. So that way I was able to teach him to go forward, stay with me, go when I said go, slow when I said slow. So that way he had a role model to kind of help him through the whole riding process. And it's also going to allow me to be able to take him outside the arena and teach him how to be outside the arena, being ponied with Cielo, and then eventually I'll ride him out. So this is all sort of the process. Yes, Cielo is licking me because I've been sweating. Yes, I know, you're like a big dog. So we just wrapped up today's session. We had a lesson with our trainer. Yes, we were very good. And we did walk, trot, canter, both sides, and then we took the lunge line off, and that way she could support me from the ground with the lunge whip if he needed a little motivation, because when I ride by myself, he's not as forward. So she was showing me some things I can do when I ride by myself, have my husband come down and just hold the whip and be there to support as needed. To keep him going just like he does on the lunge. He's doing really well. This week is going to be very hot, above 100 all week. So he's going to have the week off, probably the next 2 weeks off, because next weekend we have some property maintenance to do. We have to clear the ditch, move manure, get everything ready for the fall/rainy season, which is coming in the next couple of months. So I want to get all that pre-fall prep stuff done. And since he's at a good place right now, I figured this would be a good stopping point for him. Give him a couple of weeks of vacay, and he can think about what he's doing. But anyway, you'll see the clips of his training session today. We did a little bit of ponying in the arena prior to my trainer showing up off of Cielo again. And once we get back in a couple of weeks, I'll start ponying him out around the property and start just, you know, teaching him stuff outside the arena as well as in the arena. But he's doing really well. He's transitioning quite nicely from being a stallion recently to a gelding. So he's still in that transition phase, which takes up to 6 months. But he's doing really, really well. So quite pleased. So happy where we're at. Here's Oreo. And doing his silly Oreo stuff. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so silly. Okay, so he's very, very proud of himself. He did such a lot of work, and he was very good. Come on. Whoa, watch yourself. I know. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, because that's it. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. It helps the channel, and that way you can follow along with the baby horse as he becomes a dressage pony in the future. And he's just 3 years old. So this is our very beginning steps into ridden horse work.